Hello and welcome to Tink's Tarot. Today we are going to be doing a new moon energy reading, and this is just for guidance on this new moon heading into Pisces to see what the universe would like you to remember when you're making your manifestations, or if you're the kind that has really no idea what even to manifest or how to manifest or what you should be thinking about. This is to give you some guidance, to give you some insight into the whole experience of that. And the first thing I'm going to do is just smoke cleanse the space. My sage is taking just a little bit longer every time. And I do smoke my decks between each one, and I do meditate and cleanse them. Today we'll be doing a self-healing read, shadow work, mermaid oracle, got the love oracle, chakra and meditation work, and tarot, of course, and this what I was using with this deck. So just so you're aware, as I clean these up and get ready to do the read, I'm going to give you my little spiel. So the first thing I need you to know is that these are for entertainment purposes only. Okay, it's just to give you some guidance, some insight into things you might not have thought of. If manifestation is new to you, it's to help you think of things, come up with creative ways to continue your manifestation. Be aware of things in your life that you might not have thought of. Just that sort of thing. The first thing we're going to start with is some tarot work. I do shuffle as I talk, so if that bothers you, this is probably not the video for you. The ones I usually don't shuffle and talk are the pick-a cards, because the shuffling for those just takes ages. Nobody wants to wait for that. So before we go any further, I just want to pull out of my little jar here. Okay, and we are going to be reading for Taurus. So hello, Taurus. Welcome to Pisces season. And I'm going to ask the ancestor spirits, my guardian angels and spirits, those who walk before me and can see further than I can, to give us some guidance for Taurus on this new moon. What guidance, information, what message do you have for the Taurus collective that they need to know during this new moon energy, this fantastic new moon in Pisces? Before I go any further, I just want to move the camera in just a little tiny bit so you can really see the cards. There we go. All right. Let's see what we've got for this new moon manifestation for a Taurus. And we love new moon in Pisces, or at least I do. End of the lunar cycle, but also heading into a clean slate. Gotta love clean slate for Taurus. Now we have these self-healing cards. I do need to let you know that when I use these cards, the only problem with using these cards is it's not really a problem. When I use these cards, they're designed to be read with a deck. So I absolutely read from the deck for these cards. Gonna get a self-healing card for Taurus. And I do these at the end, so if the reading thing is not really your prerogative, you can. There. Where's the other one? Where did it go? There it is. All right. Next up, we're gonna get a love reading for Taurus. We're gonna get some love guidance, what needs to be thought of when making this new moon manifestation. New moon in Pisces. Especially during this Mercury retrograde, it's always good to have a little bit more guidance. This retrograde isn't too terrible. Also, we love that the retrograde is also in Pisces, so that works out. Right now, during February 20th through the 22nd, you want to remember that this is a huge portal of energy situation. So the magic that you're going to be working, the manifestations you're going to be making are going to be incredibly strong. Incredibly strong. Very powerful manifestations this go around. Just want to remind you, Taurus, I'm being told, use some plant medicines. So if you are interested in those works, in plant works, you may want to include those in your manifestations. Also, for anyone, as we're going through the cards, if you have any questions, if you want any more info, if this is not a deep dive. So if you have questions for me regarding your a mermaid oracle for these cards, please. Can I get a mermaid oracle for these cards? Just remember that if you have any questions, just to leave me a message, send a comment. I will be more than happy to go on, maybe pull you another card or two, help you with any information that you're not getting, that you feel like you might need. More than happy to do that. Okay, and so for those who are interested in chakra work, meditation work, energy work, can I please get a message for the chakra work, please? What chakras need attention? Okay, and where does that energy need to go? Got it. Okay, so we got those, and last but not least, let's get some shadow work out for you, Taurus. Let's get some shadow work for my Taurus. So I invite those who can see beyond what I can see, what the Taurus collective can see. Can you please provide for me some shadow work? Can you tell me what I can't see? Tell me what is at the root of the problem. What is the shadow work that needs to get done? What does Taurus need to work on? What is not showing itself yet that this new moon manifestation can help with? What does Taurus need to be aware of? Give me some shadow. You just need a little bit. Come on. Come on, Taurus, work with me here. It's not really having it. Well, sometimes it takes a while. We have to have some patience. Who was it? Was it Aquarius? I think I shuffled for Aquarius. It was almost 10 minutes in before I actually really had anything. At least we're almost done with the shuffling, right? Jeez. All right, can I please get a shadow for the new moon for Taurus? Shadow for the new moon of Taurus. There it is. Nice. Oh man, she has come up for so many people. I think this new moon is just full of guilt for everyone. So let's take a look at your cards here. We're going to go through everything. And the first card to come up was your Page of Swords. Now, this energy, new ideas, curiosity, your whole lots of talk, but remember they're immature ideas. Remember, you're going to need some action. So this energy of this manifestation that you're going to create is going to take some definite energy, some definite energy of action. That's what I'm trying to say. Energy of action needs to be employed. So once you're done your manifestation, you don't just leave it. Remember that action backs manifestation. In order for it to come to fruition, you need to take the action. So while your manifestations may be strong, remember to take action. Especially you have this Two of Wands here. And this Two of Wands is in reverse. So normally with a Two of Wands upright, okay, you can see that he knows where he's going. He is making plans. He's got his whole concept is there, okay? And by he, I'm just describing the drawing. Remember that these are energies, okay? They don't necessarily apply to a male or a female in that sense. That doesn't really apply. But you do want to take into consideration that this Two of Wands is actually in reverse, okay? So here you have your ideas, you have your manifestation, you have this great energy about your manifestation. It's actually full of energy, it's new, right? Which is perfect, by the way, for a new moon in Pisces. But then you've got this Two of Wands,
okay? A little bit of a fear of the unknown. Perhaps for this manifestation, you have a lack of planning. Perhaps, you know, you're not interested in self-care before your manifestation, or you've just realized it's a new moon. That does happen, Taurus. And so you're like, oh, what am I going to do? I'm just going to manifest, boom, go. Which, you know, that's fine, especially with this Nine of Wands, okay? Just know that when this Nine of Wands comes up, that energy is an energy of struggle, that you have been struggling and the universe knows it, okay? But you're almost at your 10. You're almost at your 10. So take this energy, take this idea, this new kind of creative piece, and really remember to take action, and maybe just put some planning in place. Maybe when you're making this manifestation, the recommendation is that in order to make this happen, put some planning in place. Really take the time when you're putting out your manifestations to consider exactly what you want. Okay, you want to know exactly what you want. You want to take all the obstacles, all the struggles, all these battles that you have been winning, albeit difficult, in order to manifest what you need to focus. You need to pull up that one that's going to get you to the 10. Figure out the plan, and then remember to take action. This manifestation period of time is very powerful. So the universe isn't saying, Taurus, that there's any question about what you're going to manifest. It's saying, you know, you're going to need action. Make sure you're focused, and make sure you have a plan in place to have that action, right? You can't move forward with that action without having a plan in place. And that is the energy of the tarot for your reading. Okay, next we're going to talk about your love card here.
And you got a number 41. And with that, it says, do something for someone. Give your attention to another. Now, if this was a normal love reading, I would know to just tell you that you need to be focusing outward. But because it's an energy reading for manifestation, I just want you to be careful with your focus. I want you to make sure that if you are choosing a manifestation, that you do include that it be for the highest good for all involved. Okay, that is really important when a card like this comes up. Next, we are going to talk about your chakra meditation cards. Okay. I'm just making sure I'm not going to cough before I grab the cards. And these came out at the same time in no particular order. Okay. This is a third eye chakra card, and it is 25 clarity. Just want to remind everyone that I don't actually do numerology on these readings, but that I do tell you the numbers in case you want to look for yourself. And you got a root chakra card, number 7, for holistic health. So when this card comes up in a normal reading, it's normally about health, but because it is an energy reading, I'm going to say that if your manifestations have to do with your body awareness, health, anything like that, really focus in on how holistic health can help you. Ask the universe what ideas you need and what action you need to take in regards to your health, and then create that in your manifestation. Okay. Also, you're going to want to be asking for clarity and writing these manifestations. When this card comes, it usually means that you are on your path to clarity. And so you want to really have a good third eye meditation that is well grounded before you head into your manifestation. But once you have that, go forth and conquer, because your clarity will be abundant. When this card comes, it means it's literally on its way, not that you need to worry about it. This is right at your doorstep. So some simple work right before your manifestation, and you will have complete clarity in all of your choices, okay? Especially with this nine of wands here, okay? That clarity is really going to show up. You're going to know exactly what you need to do to get to your 10 of Wands. You're going to know the action. And then that'll turn this 2 of Wands around. You'll have a plan. You'll be looking the right direction, because right now he's looking out, but he's not got his staffs with him that he needs to take. Okay, so just remember clarity. Next, we are going to move the self-help, self-healing, whatnot cards over, and we're going to step into our mermaids. This is a number 5, and it is Song of the Siren, the call, summoning voice to acknowledge. When this card comes up, really, it sounds fancy, but what it is music. When this card comes up, you really need to manifest with music with this go around. Put something on that's really going to inspire you. It's really going to bring forth just exactly what that creative motion is, what inspires you and brings forth that emotion of your soul for your manifestation, and it's going to make everything super powerful. Because that is what that energy card is. If you do some work before your manifestations, might I suggest a meditation with music? Temple Sounds on YouTube does have a fantastic Tibetan singing bowl meditations, and they're relatively short, which is kind of nice when you're trying to work through some manifestations. But this suggests to me that maybe you want to include some music work in your work tonight, especially music that inspires you and will help you want to take action, and anything that is going to help you see where you need to go. Okay, next is Penthesilea, and she is guilt. And I'm just going to tell you, this is Greek. I don't know Greek, and I have now said this about a billion times today because she's come up in so many reads. And she is the Wonder Woman of the goddesses. She is an Amazon, and not like she's not from rainforest. She is of Greek origin, but the story is that she's an Amazon. And she killed her sister in a battle. And then because she felt so guilty, she went out and hunted the Trojans and started a war with them. So when she shows up, this is usually some form of personal guilt or not being honest, just really wanting to, like, kind of situations have gotten out of hand, or you have a lot of guilt, or you're carrying hurt along with you. You need somebody either needs to forgive you to move on, which today is actually the Sunday of forgiveness in the Byzantine rite of Catholicism, in case that's your thing. So it's like the perfect answer. And what you do with that is forgiveness is not acceptance of what someone has done. It's a recognition that their actions have nothing to do with you and a way to move forward. So when she comes up, she wants you to ask for advice. She wants you to move forward. She wants you to kind of get out of your comfort zone, own up to the parts that you have, but then also know that guilt is not going to help your manifestation be positive. If you are manifesting something that's making you feel guilty in any fashion, and really only you can know that, then it's probably not for your highest good. You really want to move past that, and you don't want to go into a manifestation work carrying anything like that. Sorry about the poopies. So with that being said, we're going to get into your self-healing card, and the first one you got is a number 3 for dreams, which is actually quite a beautiful card. And then also you got number 7 for pride. And I am just going to read these cards out, okay, of the book. Let me show you where this book is. Okay, here it is. So this is the book. And like I said, if this isn't your jam, then that's fine, and I appreciate you being here with me. Let's see. Let's just take a minute. Okay, so we're going to do dreams first, which I quite like this card. This manifestation energy of dreams. Pay attention to your dreams. They hold lots of significant insights for you at the present. So once you're done your manifestation work, let it go. Go to sleep. That's the best way to do a manifestation with the new moon. Write it out and then go to sleep, and then pay attention to your dreams for the next few weeks. See what messages you can get, okay? Now, I'm going to read this to you. Your dreams may provide you with important details about your current health issues or a creative idea you need to take action to make your dreams' desires manifest. Dreams can also give you clues about what is challenging you emotionally. Sometimes your loved ones who have passed over or people you have lost touch with connect to you while you sleep and offer valuable messages that can give you peace of mind or the strength to persist through a challenging situation. Take note of both the dark and the light aspects of your dreams. In particular, pay attention to any recurring dreams, as they often have significant meaning or wisdom that can help you. The action of this card is before going to sleep, place a glass of water next to your bed. Position this card over the water with an intention to remember your dreams. Let the card energize the water. In this case, since you don't have this card, you would just write down dreams and put it over your water. Then you will take a few sips of the water. Relax and think about a question you would like answered. You can write your question in a notebook or repeat the question to yourself as you drift off to sleep. In the morning, drink some of the water from the glass and write down anything you can remember from your dreams. Be particularly aware of the feelings associated with a specific scene in your dream. It can reveal a great deal about how you unconsciously feel about yourself and the people in your life. The next card that you got is number 7. This is the last card in your draw. It is Pride, number 7. You may be acting out of arrogance and vanity. Humility is the key. And remember, this is for an energy read, so in order to go into your manifestation properly, you want to take into consideration what it's saying about pride, especially since you also got this card of do something for someone, give your attention to another, and this guilt here. So just your 2 of Wands, you may not be looking at what you need to be looking at. I just want to remind you of that before I read this card. So let's finish up with this. When you are prideful, you can become harsh and not conscious of your weaknesses. This can temporarily make you feel more powerful and superior to others, whilst at the same time cause you to be judgmental, unteachable, and hardened. Have you been fighting, quarreling, or disagreeing with others? Are you always trying to prove a point and defend your position? Do you think you are always right? By holding on to the shadow pride, you are stopping yourself from progressing mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Stop overestimating your importance and learn to be humble. When you are too proud, you cannot hear other people's advice and cannot receive their assistance. Empowerment means that you can be soft, caring, gentle, and aware. Recognize that you need other people's support to achieve true success. The action of this card is to take some time during the day to relax. Lie down if possible and look carefully at this card. How does it make you feel? How do you relate to it? Ask yourself, where am I attached to a false sense of who I am? Where have I overestimated my abilities or charged ahead unprepared for the challenges I face? Where in the past has a sense of pride led me to a fall? Instead of taking this personally, now is your opportunity to feel and express your willingness to release any pride that has held you back, and in doing so, become more teachable. If you have hurt other people, consider apologizing and being more thoughtful. And that, Taurus, is your reading for today for the new moon energy. I hope that this is helpful, and I appreciate you being here. I'd like to remind you to look up and have a great night. Bye-bye.